What about a ma? Yaita warata danyananko natana waraterkera.
Namani, Marina Budni Botanic Gardens. Greetings everybody, welcome here to the Botanic Gardens on a beautiful day, and we're going to have a look at some of the plants that have been very, very important to Kaurna people and other Aboriginal people right across this continent. Karra, the river Redgum, the most prominent of all trees throughout Australia, and is found through many waterways right across this continent. They grow between up to 5 to 1,000 years old and provide many resources for Kaurna and many other Aboriginal people. Now we notice there's a bit of a scar happening here. It looks like bark's been taken off, and of course the bark provided some useful material for different trees as well. From the bark we get murlapaka, the shield, which can be carved out of the bark at certain times of the year. Other uses for the bark, of course, is yuku, the bark canoe, which was used by Kaurna people around here as well when hunting on lakes and water systems as well. Also, tinku, the leaves of the river Redgum, also supplies us with some medicine as well in the form of eucalyptus, which is extracted from the leaves. So this is an antiseptic, but also helps to relieve congestion, a beautiful medicine that is used today the same as it was for thousands of years. Some of the creatures in here are also a great resource for Kaurna people. In particular, pitha. The possum, of course, lives in the holes, the hollows of these great big trees, and of course they are a great food source for Kaurna people, but also their fur more favoured in using to make cloaks and also clothing. Kaurna people would prefer possum skin clothing because possum skin is waterproof, and the evidence of that is we never see a possum with a cold. Other creatures that live here are creatures such as Gadlabarti. The native bee, also makes its homes and its nest in the hollows of these trees, and of course the flowers that come off these trees are a good resource to create that rich nectar, or we say tiwa, the honey of the native bee, which is very nutritious and very important to the Kaurna people's diet as well. Other creatures might include tarana or pitha, the black duck or the native geese, which also make their homes in this tree, and they become the meat source for Kaurna people, but also muka, the eggs of these birds also are a fine resource for protein and a source of food for Aboriginal people as well. The holes we see here, they come from another very important creature in our cuisine, of course, called Pari. Pari we might know in general as the witchetty grub, or the grubs that give us protein as well, and they live within the trees here. Kaurna people and other Aboriginal people would use a small hook on a branch, usually made of the myrtle tree, and we can insert the hook into the hole. We hook the Pari out with balya, the hook. The wood falling from this tree is some of the best firewood you can get, so it's a great source of firewood for heat and also for cooking. The wood from the Wirra is also a very hard wood, so it's ideal for making some tools as well. So from here, the branches, we can make wirri, the clapstick, to make ipala, rhythms and beats for polti, ceremony, song and dance. Wadna, the boomerang, and kata, the club. The roots are straightened out and make the best spears as well. Another great resource, of course, for Wirra, the red gum, of course, is in its later stages of life. And as the tree gets old, and of course it's hollowed out by fire, some natural fire, some man-made. The tree is hollowed out and becomes ideal for a waddley, a shelter, a seasonal home. So as we can see, Karra Well, the red gum is a very important resource for Ghana and many, many other Aboriginal people across the continent. And of course, Gadlabarti is the name of we give to the Torrens River. It is the red gum forest river.